They're happy because I am truly concerned about the threat that Iran poses, not only to the United States, but to the world. Do you think we are in a position right now with our military stretched so thin that if we needed to act against Iran, we could? Our engagement in Baghdad, adding more and more and more troops, has stretched us thinner and thinner and thinner. And the most happy people in the world are the tyrants in Iran, because they know they can get away with just about anything. And if you think I'm wrong about that, take a look at the war back last year on the northern border of Israel. Hezbollah felt completely unencumbered, which is essentially, as we all know, an agent of Iran. They felt completely unencumbered, again, just to attack another democracy in the region, because they knew that all of us were stretched entirely too thin to be able to respond. So this notion that we're going to send the wrong message to our enemies is completely wrong. You know what would send the right message to our enemies? I say to my colleagues, you take some of those troops out of Baghdad, you put them on the Iranian border, that's how you send them a message. You get them out of the shooting match, but you keep them in the neighborhood. You keep them right on the border of Iran, and you say, we don't need 140,000, but we're going to make sure you don't export any more problems. We're going to seal off the schoolyard. And finally, I've heard it said that this would be an abandonment of the Iraqi people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is no element here that I'm more disappointed with, and I think I speak virtually for all of us. You know, our troops are in there trying to create stability in Iraq, and for some reason, overwhelming numbers of Iraqis say that they think it's okay to shoot at our troops. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Our troops are in there trying as best they can to build this country, put it back together, and the Iraqi people over and over again are saying, you know what, it's kind of okay when I read stories about snipers shooting at our troops. The Iraqi people have to have a moment where they confront the reality of the situation. Everyone agrees, I think. Whenever I say that, I hear someone come to the floor and think that everything is going just fine in Iraq. But just about everyone agrees that the Iraqi people themselves ultimately have to take responsibility for their own country. Are we creating an environment that's more likely to happen or less likely to happen? Well, there's no sign that it's happening. So the de facto response to my own question is that it's not happening. But I would argue that every time we stand up and put additional troops in, we push the Iraqi people further from the point where they have to confront that they have to take control. Might it be messy? Yes. Might it even be bloody? Yes. But one thing is for sure, up to now the Iraqi people have simply said, we're not gonna. We don't have to. We've got our boys from the United States of America, and now we have another 20, 30, 40,000 that are going to be rolling into town. My colleagues, I have heard my friends on the other side of the aisle complain, and I have to say, present company excluded, it sounded a little bit like whining most of the day. I've heard, well, we need more choices. I've heard we need more bills. I've heard we need more language. You know, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to confront these issues, but today, my colleagues have to confront the choice in front of them. Sometimes in this job, you have to say yay or nay. And today what you have to say yay or nay on, or this week, is a resolution that is exquisite in its simplicity. It says two things and two things only. It says we support the troops. We're going to keep them safe. We're going to keep them secure. We're going to do anything that they need to show our support. And two, we disapprove of the way the President wants to increase the number of troops going there. That's it. You're going to get to vote on other things later on, because we are not done. Many of us believe very strongly that we need major tactical changes, and I know Mr. Murtha has a plan. The Blue Dog Caucus has a plan for more transparency. There are going to be plenty of choices. You are going to get oversight. I know it's been years, I say to my colleagues, since you've seen any around here, but you're going to get it. But today what we have is a simple proposition. It is the same proposition that's being discussed in coffee shops, in church socials, in corner stores all around this country. And that is, do we support what the President is doing by increasing our engagement rather than reducing it? That's what this is about. And all of the foot stamping and all of the complaining and all of the whining, I want another bill. I want different language. I want to deal with something different. I want a hug. Well, for the time being, this is the choice that you're confronted with. If you believe that this surge is the right policy, you have a simple vote. You can vote no. If you believe that you don't want to support the troops, and there's no one like that, you can vote no. But this resolution is the beginning of finally starting to do what the American people are thirsting for. And that is, this chamber is a place where we stand up and say whether we support these things or not. I urge a yes vote.